And greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh! um, in my Twitch stream earlier, I came over to this mountain to look at some buildings, building plans. Hi. Here I am. Hello, how are you? To look at some building plans, and I found this matriarch. And it was like, whoa, what are you doing here? So I'm going to change my view for a minute. Look at her view. This is what she was looking at. She was looking at all the noise and stuff going on over here. And she came all the way to the top to look at it. The rest of her tribe, the rest of her family is down here, and I think this is Savannah. This is actually just Savannah on this side. And let me take that away for a minute. And so, yeah, so there's her sisters and family, and some other families are down here. It's getting dark, so it's going to be hard to see, but she makes quite a striking picture on the top of this mountain. She definitely does, especially with the town. Ah, perfect. With the town right to that side. Now my shadow is over her. What a shame. Let's do that, and let's do that. So yeah, I thought that was cool. So I just decided to start there. Greetings. Hello, hello, everyone. Let me see here. It's turning to night, and I'm going to go down. So during the Twitch stream, I did not want to do children because I didn't do children on YouTube. I did children on Twitch yesterday, but I didn't do children on YouTube. I'm in the bedroom now, and I'm going to go to sleep. There's the moon out the window, and we'll just go to sleep for now. Yeah, because I like it. I like doing kids. So I'm going to just take a little bit of a time here for a moment. Let's go up into the air. The problem here, which we didn't have in Prasino, is we have a lot of couples already. We have couples here. See, the house has some growth on it. And Evangeline was out in this field, actually, and she saw it, and she was saying to Ayas and to Keela, they're the farmers, that this needs to come off of the roofs, that the roofs actually need to have that washed off of them. So while I'm talking about what happened this morning, just for a minute, let's go ahead and do that. So this morning, I started in Prasino, and we looked at the children and got the children going with things that we wanted to do. And then we came over here, and I came over early because I thought, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and begin. And then I remembered that I was saving it, saving for to do here. And the reason I didn't do it yesterday was, of course, because I insisted as the ambassador that there were certain roads that needed to be in place first before we got kids, we got some more kids and things like that. And then this morning, the town itself took an interesting turn. And I do mean interesting. It seems like they decided that they wanted to have more education. Oi, Mr. Villager! Yay! Just the person I was waiting for. just the person I was waiting for. And I was actually waiting for you, Mr. Villager, because I'm going to get a new set of kids. And the kids in Prasino I got while we were in Twitch, while I was in Twitch. And so you didn't get a chance to actually see that. Look what I just did. This time I wanted to start in YouTube. How am I? I'm good. Evosi, how are you? How are you doing? So yes, so we're going to do some kids today. It's going to be weird. I'm not going to get a lot. I normally only get 6 children at a time, and that at least allows me to try and find their parents before they grow up. And it also allows them to have kids their own age, kids in school at the same time. I don't like just having a single kid, even though it would make it easier to find the parentage and to do all that. By the time they grew up, there wouldn't be anyone and they would have been alone. So I don't really like that, and I never have. Since the beginning of children, I've always wanted, whoops, are you not going to let me? I don't think you are. Okay. I've always liked the children coming in groups. And you taking a daily vacation nap today. So, oh, okay. So this is perfect timing. Perfect timing. So we're going to do this right now. I'm going to start since you're right here, right now. And I know you like this. As kind of as much as I do. I think I'm not wrong in thinking that you like when the children are here. And so I'm going to come. So this is what happened yesterday in Prasino. There's a new feature in Minecolonies. So before, the kids used to appear on this line. So we would see that kids were born, and they would, and as they got born, I would turn it off, turn it on, and turn it off. But they don't appear there anymore. And that's how I got 23 children the last time, because I was looking for them to be there, and they weren't there. Where they are, let me see. I can never find where I think it is. They are right, this is where you turn them on and off. But where are they? There's someplace. Oh, it's here. And this is why I don't recognize it. This is always why I don't recognize it. See how it's showing visitors spawned? It shows you where the visitors came in. It also shows you where the children come in. And so what we're going to do is turn on children right now. We're turning it on, and then we're going to this statistics place that I just was at, and we're going to watch their names appear here. And when I get 6, then I'll turn it off. And so we might not get them right away a lot of times, but there is Alessandro. So Alessandro is the first kid. Essandro. And we'll continue. His last name isn't there, and I don't know what that is. It's some kind of thing, because he does have a last name, and it'll show up later. But for right now, and there is Simeon, and Simeon is next, E-O-N, and let me guess, there isn't enough schools in Prasino for all of them? In Prasino, there wasn't, and it was really kind of hard, but that was a long time ago. Well, those children are grown, and we got 6 more children the way we were supposed to, and it was fine. There's Steffi, and so I've got 3 so far. Steffi is an Atherton. I think I have Athertons here, so we'll see. And I need 3 more people, and then we'll turn it off. Yeah, that's what happened. Jaslyn. Oh, that's a pretty name. Jaslyn. Jaslyn. And she is a Madden. I don't have any Maddens. I think that's going to be an actual adoption. So we might be getting some kids who have come off of a river runner. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's Nathaniel. Athanael. Interesting spelling. Nathaniel, and 1 more kid, and then we're going to close. So let's come here. I'm just going to wait for the name to appear and then go back. So we have Chloe, and turn this off. Okay, so now Chloe, where is that? Is that here? Chloe is the last. Chloe's a Hedresham, and I think that we do have Hedreshams here, but we'll see. We might not, actually. So there's our kids. Let's quickly go and put them in school, and then we'll have to find out where they all are. And we might be able to do it by the school. No. At the time when I got 23 kids, there absolutely was not enough space for them. And because school, even finished school, holds 12. And I didn't realize that that school was only a level 4. But this is a level 5, and 6 kids will fit here. So we're going to have all of our children start school. And so I'm looking. See where it says 110 blocks? 4 of them are 110 blocks, and 2 of them are 80. How much do you want to bet that 110 blocks from here is the saloon, and that they are actually living in the saloon temporarily? So let's go and see. I wouldn't be surprised, but we're going to see right now. Luckily, it's as the crow flies for these kids. And let's come here, sure enough. And there's 4 of them. So 4 of them are here, the first 4, and 2 of them are 80 blocks away, which means that they're in these 2 houses here somewhere. They're either in this house right here. Let's go into Rosa's house first. Yeah, Nakayasi is here. So I don't think they're here because this has 3 people living here. So they wouldn't be here. I wonder if, does this seem like it would be 20 closer? Let's look at this and see if there's a kid here. There is not. So where are these other children? Where are they? Oh, wait, what am I talking about? This isn't a level 5. These are level 5s. So let me see. Because this is a level 5, they should be here. And let me see. I don't see a kid. This is totally full. Oh, I think I know where they are. These 2 buildings are full, but there's another building. Whoa, look at that. She's working. Oh, wait, we have to come back to that. But we'll come back to that after we settle the kids, and we have to settle them first. Let's come here and look at something. This house is a level 5. Let's see if and none of them are here. Wow, I don't know where those other 2 children are. I'm going to have to follow them home to see where they are. Let's come down to this house. Actually, let's go up to this house right here. This is the Wide River waterfront, and nobody lives here yet. And so, which is interesting. Let's have Ela live here for sure. And Rory should actually live here because she works in this area. Let's have her live here. And let's leave that for right now. So let's have 2 of them. And now I'm going to go back to the town hall now that it's night. I know they're sleeping somewhere. So we'll have to follow the 2, Nathaniel and Chloe, home and see where they go to live. But in the meantime, let's come here. And look at their last names for a second. So Alessandro is actually a Clopton. I have a feeling all of these kids are going to be adopted. Let's move to Rosa Ouro people. I'm going to bring up some information here. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it here and see if I can find some of these names. So Clopton is one of the names. We did not have an Alessandro here before. Okay, and the next one is Jazz, H-I-J-K. So Jazz, and there she is. Jazz is here, and Jazz is a Madden, D-D-E-N. And then K, Chloe. Chloe is the Hedrasham. Now we have 2 Chloes. We have Chloe, who is our mechanic. Can I not talk at the same time? And then Nathaniel's next. Nathaniel is also a Hedrasham. So these kids are together. S-H-A-M. And let's look at Steffi and Simeon. So let's come down to the S's. Steffi is an Atherton. These are all kids, these are all names that are in Prasino, but actually aren't here. Steffi is an Atherton, A-T-H-E-R-T-O-N, and Simeon is a Gare. So G-A-R-E. So let me see if I can find any of these names on here that isn't theirs. Santana! Look at that! It's a kid for Santana. Whoa, this is Santana and Daisy's kid. And it's their first kid. They adopted a kid, or were given a kid to raise, but Simeon is actually their kid. Santana, yay! T-A-N-A, and Daisy. Daisy's mom, and he might actually be with his parents. Let's look for let's look for a different name. Let's see if I can find any of the names on here. Nathaniel Hedrasham is the Hedrasham we have. I'm going to see if there's any more. I think these are all going to be, Lexi. Lexi has a kid. Lexi is the fast food restaurant in the industrial area. And this is her kid, Alessandro. Lexi, and who's the dad. Now she was with someone moved in with her at one point. I'm going to see who that is. She did have sort of a fling with Leroy when he came to help her with the restaurant, but we'll see who it actually is. And there's Chloe, which is, I don't have a second one of those. I don't have Hakeborn. And I'm looking to see. Ah, there's the Hedgerson name. It's Fright Swidey. Fright Swidey has the Hedgerson. She's the grandmother, and that's where those kids are. F-R-I. Faye is the grandmother, and we'll have to find the parents, which one of her kids these two kids belong to. And maybe they belong to two of her kids because there are two of them. Injuries? Are you the only one that isn't understanding correctly the happiness system? So we actually do have injuries. The injuries are coming from them falling. When they fall from the stairs or fall in places, that's that. The guards, we don't have any. So that's why it's sad about that. Our school things should get a little better, which it does. The mystical sites, our mystical site is still in process of being built. Unemployment, idling as a worker, we don't have anyone idling as a worker. Or we have a lot of people idling as a worker. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. This is interesting with the health and getting sleep. Now, I haven't been letting them get sleep, so that might be the problem. So I'll have to check on that. But right now, I need to find the kids that belong to Fright Swidey and to Marmaduke, because those children are theirs. And then Steffi, let's look through again and see if I see an Atherton. There's Casey. Look at Casey. Casey is one of our couriers, and this is their child. Casey is I think it's the dad. And so there's one. So now all I need is Madden. Let's go back up to the top, and we're looking for Madden to see if we have that name. There's Jazz. It's her name. But let's see if we have a Madden somewhere. Looking for Madden. I don't remember that name. But it's possible. Yeah, I don't have anyone with that name. So we only got one orphan. And I'm just looking ahead. Some minutes ago, you understood how family trees work. All this information has crushed your knowledge. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that, believe it or not. Towns are always sort of iffy anyway. Jaslyn, let's look at our people for a minute. That name is familiar. Let's look and see if I have in the J's. There's Jackson, there's Jet, and there is Julie and Juliet. Jaslyn, and what is her name? Her name is Della, is Asphodel, isn't it? It is. There's Asphodel right there. Why don't we give this kid to Jet and Asphodel? So we're going to have Jaslyn be Jet and Asphodel's kid, Della, L-L-A. And let's begin the move. So let's begin making sure that the kids actually are where they're supposed to be. So I'm going to come out here. The easiest way to do that is to find the first four and not have them. How much time do we have? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. So we have a good amount of the day to try and get them housed where they belong. So I'm going to, right here, manage housing and unassign, and unassign. Okay, So Jaslyn is actually Jet and Asphodel's child. The problem is that Jet and Asphodel live all the way over here, which means that Jaslyn's commute is going to be pretty intense. I mean, she would essentially need to have a guardian actually bring her to school every day. But I think I'm going to try that. Let's see what happens if we try that. So let's come up here and let's go in here for a second. Now, there isn't any place, I don't think I can assign her. This is the one that didn't work, remember? Mixasa. Salut, Mixasa. Salut. I think that this one still doesn't work. This was the one they were saying I would have to do something about. So I'm going to have Jaslyn actually move in. Nope. I'm going to have Jet and Asphodel move out of their house for the time being. And they're going to move into a place where they can raise Jaslyn. This is kind of, both Jet and Asphodel are saying this is a little far for their child. And hold on. How was the day? The day has been good so far. Et toi, Mixasa? How was yours? How was your day? Who's living here? No one. So we're going to have Jet and Asphodel move in here. And Jaslyn is going to move in. Uh-oh, I'm doing it. Jaslyn is the only one who's actually living with somebody. Let me wait. Let me wait before I do that. Let's go out for a second. And let's come here. Ah, très bien. Very good. And let me look for Lexi. Lexi is right here. I don't know that anyone's living with Lexi right now, but let's check and see. Lexi is living here by herself. Let's do a bed. This is a level 3. So we can, what am I looking at? Ah, so there's the child's bedroom. Let's get, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but just for a minute, book. I just don't want to have that. So let's just do a simple one for a minute. And let's get a lamp. And let's get a yellow lamp. No, let's get the pretty little one. Okay, and let's put that there, and let's put a lamp on top. Turn it on. This is the children's room right there, the child's room. And let's come back down. And now here, there needs to be 2 beds in this room. So let us see if I can get at an angle. And this is Lexi, and let's add Lexi's kid is Alessandro. So Alessandro lives here. Lexi lives here. And I think that this is going to be Leroy living here. I know that they had a relationship. From here, the current distance is 87 blocks. I don't know that I like that. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on that and see if there's someone else in the area. And there might be. Remember that Sato actually wanted to have children, and he is in the neighborhood. Let me see if he did something about that. So we'll come here for a moment. The next one, by the way, the link worked. Okay, good. Yay. So I'll have to check it. I'll definitely have to check. Let's look for Santana and Daisy. Now this is Santana and Daisy's second kid. It's okay because this is their kid. And that happens a lot of times when people adopt, that then they get their own kids as well. And so this is where this child should be. Let's look here. And sure enough, there's plenty of room because their oldest has moved out. And I think their oldest child, I'd have to look. I think it's Volmer, but let's look here. Well, wait a second. If it is, I'm going to let Daisy and Santana have their own kid. And let's come to here. And this would be Simeon. So Simeon now lives here. And there we go. And now we're looking for, let's see, who's the other? Casey. Casey, I believe, is living in one of these over here. She's actually living in one of the apartments here, or he. And let me see if I can find them right quick. There they are. So this is Casey right here. Casey now has a kid. And wow, I actually kind of like the idea of Casey and Lexi raising their kids together. But let me see where Casey is stationed out of, because they might be stationed at the other warehouse. Let me just check the warehouse for a minute. And yay, I'm glad the link worked. Yay. So I'll have to go check. I have to go check and see. Here we go. Let's see if Casey is here. Turu is here. Rosa is here. Casey is not here. So that idea is not going to work unless, oh, that would be interesting. Unless we had Turu go to the other river. But we could actually have Riley go. Riley is actually, let me come here and look at the Rosa Ouro children. Riley is, and sure enough, Volmer is the one. Riley is actually Fry and Marmaduke's kid. Why don't we have Riley be at the other warehouse? So let's manage workers and let's have Riley not be here. And let's have Casey come and be here. And I can't do it unless I get Casey to be disconnected from the other warehouse. I didn't realize that that was happening, that they were living here. And oh, because of the balloon. I think it's because of the balloon. I think it is. Well, you know what? We're going to change this too. So let's do manage workers and let's not have him be here. I'm almost positive it's a he, but I'm going to check in just a minute. We're going to come down here to the warehouse and we're going to have this happen like this. So let us look here. Let's manage workers and let's have it showing. Wait, why didn't it show? Didn't I just see? I see Rory and I see Riley. We're going to have, wait, I thought I disconnected Casey from here. No, Casey is already there. Yeah, okay. Let's hire Riley here. That's what happened. I got confused for a second. And let's have Riley be at this balloon right here, which I don't think I can do because she is actually stationed right here. So let's change this for a minute. So we're going to have, can I reach it? Nope. Let's come here. Let's manage, and let's not have her. Casey is going to take this over, and Riley is going to have the balloon. And Riley's going to be very happy about that. She's going to go, whee! Whee! Yay, I get to have the balloon. Yay! Okay. And let's get him here, and let's get Riley here. Now, let's go find Casey a place in the warehouse down here, and then we're going to put Casey and Lexi together. Oh wait, we're supposed to be looking for the kids. It's nighttime. I should have followed them home. By the time I find their parents, they'll be grown up. Let's come to here. Nope. Let's come to here and manage and hire, and there we go. So Riley doesn't have a warehouse, and she's at the other warehouse. My mistake, but I did. I thought I did. Why did it say hire? Oh, I disconnected her, didn't I? By mistake. She was already at this warehouse, I think. And I disconnected her from it. I think that's what happened. I'm confused. All right, so let's come here. We do have room for another courier here, but we'll check in a minute. Yes, I made her go away from here. So Rory and Riley are here. I haven't had courier couples in a long time, but we'll see. But right now we're going to get Lexi and her child and Casey and his child to live in this balloon. This is the closest for both parents to be here, and we will put them in the balloon for right now. So let's come here, and we'll come out in just a minute. Let's come over and let's do this. Manage housing, and let's have Casey's kid, who is Steffi. Let's assign her here. And then we'll have to look for everyone else's child in just a minute, because I think I have them living someplace already. Assign Casey here. Let's come down and let's find Lexi, and there is Lexi right here. And let's find Lexi's kid is Alessandro. And let's find Alessandro. The students might be together. Yes, they are. And they're Alessandro. Wait, what just happened there? Casey. Let's get Alessandro to live here. There's pupils and assign. It's not letting me. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Tell me that this is not. It is. It is. It is. All right. So now I have a different problem. This is only a level 3. You probably were like going, that's not big enough. Yes, and you were right. You were absolutely right. Let's come down. So now I have an even bigger problem. Let's go here. And I'm going to go to sleep because it's raining. Let's go here for a minute. And let's come here. Okay. The link worked. Tell me about the link. Tell me what link you're talking about, because I may be confused about what you're talking about, Mr. Villager. And oops, wait. This is not where I want to be. Hold on. The only 5 in this area is this house right here, and it's already set up. And Alexia, Mirafled, and Trenton are here. I'm going to move them into the balloon. So Alexia, Trenton, and Mirafled are going to move into the balloon. And we're going to put let's start. Let's get Casey right here. Let's get Lexi to live here. And then we'll get the kids. Let's see if I can find. I'm not finding. I'm probably going to find the kids first, but nope. Found Lexi. There she is. And there is Alessandro, who is Lexi's kid. And Steffi is who we need. And there's Steffi, who is Casey's kid. So this is a family unit right here. And they're going to come here when they get off from work. And let's go over now. I think that that Trenton and Marifled did the same thing. They had 2 daughters, and one of them is moved out, but one of them is still living at home. And so we're going to put them here because this is for 3 people. Manage. And let's have Alexia live here. Let's have Trenton live here, and let's have Mirafled live here. So they're going to live here. That means whatever house the others moved out of, we can use for a couple if we need. I don't think we moved anyone out of these 2 that we have to worry about. Let's look for a second. So Della and Jaslyn, I believe, was one of the ones who didn't. No, it was Nathaniel and Chloe. I think it was Nathaniel and Chloe who didn't. Let's have Della and Jet move into Lexi's house. They've lived there before. They can move into Lexi's house and raise Jaslyn right here. So let's come here and let's manage. And Jaslyn is going to live here. Let's find the parents first. Let's find Jet and there's Jet. And let's find let's see if I can find Della. I'm gonna have trouble. I'm having trouble. Let's go up to the top. Let's find Asphodel. So I'm looking for. There's Aes. I'm looking for A names. Why can't I find her? There she is. Okay, there's Asphodel. And then at the very top, Jaslyn, who's homeless. And she is right there. Now the other 2 kids, the Hedreshams, are living somewhere. Remember, the first 4 kids were living in the saloon, and Nathaniel and Chloe are living somewhere. And so I'm going to have to follow them home from school. The link that you sent me, yes. And did you send it to me on Discord or did you send it to me on Instagram? I just want to make sure again, because I went out to Discord and it wasn't there the first time, but you're saying it should be there this time. Okay, so look at the kids. Let's look. Aww. There's Jaslyn. Jaslyn getting some little private time in the tunnel. And out here, Nathaniel is on the bouncy. And the other kids are probably in school. There is 2 kids right there. Alessandro and I think Chloe. Yep, Alessandro and Chloe. I just heard somebody fall. And did you hear that fall? Discord? Okay, good. That fall is where they get injured. So you just heard somebody fall. It wasn't a kid. It might have been the teacher losing her balance, Fry losing her balance. We were calling Fry Faye for a while because Marmaduke calls her Faye, and she didn't want to be called Friday anymore because Pierce used to call her Friday. And there she is. She's sitting here. Aha! Because there's another kid sitting right here. Simeon is sitting right there. Simeon is Santana and Daisy's child, and he is sitting right there. So that is most interesting. Okay, let's come over. How much time do I have to this day? I have a good amount of time to this day. I could look and see what it says one more time about how far away they live. It's funny that both of them are living exactly the same distance away. And that would suggest that they're both living in the same place. But let's see, like the others were. And let's look here and let's see what we've got. There they are at the top. See, they're both 80 blocks away. And now Simeon is 86. I don't even know what's 80 blocks away. I'm going to have to look at all the housing for a sec. Are they actually living? So this is 86 blocks away right here. They're living with their grandparents. They're living with their grandparents. That's exactly where they are. Sure enough, there they are, Chloe and Nathaniel. These are their grandparents. They already had a brood of kids, and they're not having any more. Marmaduke and Fry had Bowden, Ella, and Riley. So one or two of these children has children, and that is what we've got here. So let's see, Bowden is still at university, but he is, I believe, I thought he was living here. Let's see if he is. Rocco and Lissa are here. Let's come over here. Let's look and see if Bowden is here. Gorman is here by himself, which is good to know, because we can move Gorman into a house. As a matter of fact, see this right here? Let's move Gorman into here right now. Manage, and let's do one, and let's have Gorman live here. Alessandro is grown already. Wow. And this is what happens with them. And so a new doctor? No, Lissa runs the spa. And so she is a doctor. She's one of the doctors that we have, but she runs the spa, which is actually a hospital as far as Minecolonies is concerned. But as far as Matlam and Mixasa are concerned, it is a health resort, or not really a resort. I mean, why is mental health and dealing with stress not part of medicine, not part of the medical community in the same way? So the fact that they're treating people with this, that shouldn't make her less of a doctor or any of that sort of thing. All right, so Bowden is somewhere. Did I move him back into town, or did I move him up here? Because he's actually, let's find out. Let's find out who's here. Bowden is here. So Bowden is here. And who else is here? And his sister is here. So Bowden and his sister are here. Leroy is here. This would be too far. Riley is here. I think I'm going to have them be, there isn't anyone. There isn't anyone unless, remember when Bowden was staying at this place down here with these guys? Do you think that he and Lissa, that would be interesting, and I actually kind of like that. And I think I want to do that. So I know that Lissa is here where Rocco is, but they weren't sleeping together. They were just sharing the house. But she met Bowden at that particular time. Yes, Bowden is, yeah, I think that I would like to do that. I think we're going to have Bowden and Lissa be the family. Let me think about it for a second, because I have other women from this group. Juliet is, I'm just trying to think who I can have from the children's section. I didn't get a lot of kids. Could be Alexia's kids. Alexia is, that would be interesting now, wouldn't it? If they were Alexia's kids, we would have to move Alexia into this area. Alexia is Mirafled and Trenton's child, and Alexia is at the, I like it better. Lissa's older, and, but Alexia is from his, or, oh my gosh, it's Ela. Ela is right over here. I forgot about that. Okay. Okay, so Bowden and Ela. We're going to move Ela in here. She was living here at one point, and we're going to put her back. So let's find the children. Let's do it this way. It'll be faster. I know where the children are. They're living with their grandparents. This will be interesting. Let's move the grandparents into, so let's see, there's enough room here. Let's move the grandparents out. Let's move the grandparents down. Unassign, wait, unassign. Okay, so the grandparents are out, and let's put Bowden and Ela here. Wait, follow the children. Now, these were the children. These were the children that I was supposed to be following. So the first 4 children were in the saloon, and the last 2 that I have on this list are Nathaniel and Chloe. And so these were the children that I thought I needed to find where they were, and I did find them because they're with their grandparents. So we're going to have Ela move it back in here, and we're going to have Bowden join her. Now, Bowden and Ela move up. They lived in the same area. Let's find Bowden. Let's see if we can find him. He should be here. Let's go back up to the top. This is kind of suspicious. How so? Because, okay, nice to know that they will finally have a home. They do have a home. They're living with their grandparents, and they've been living with their grandparents this whole time. So in some respects, they've had more of a home than some of the other kids had because they were living in the saloon. So we got the kids who were living in the saloon first, and that worked out perfectly that we were able to get them first. And wait, I thought I just saw Bowden. I'm going to go up to the rock and get him rather than look through this again. I know where he lives, and it's interesting because he's right here. So he didn't even move out of the neighborhood that far. And let's see, he should be doing research. So let's come here. And as a matter of fact, Bowden, why are you standing here instead of being in bed? Are there not enough beds here? And who is that? Why are all of you here? Not in bed. Oh, that's interesting. Let's get Bowden to leave for a minute. So manage housing, and let's unassign Bowden. And then let's take the people here and recall the citizens, and let's make them go to bed. So Bowden's headed for the town hall, but thank you. We're gonna have him come over and live in his family home where he was raised. So we're gonna have Bowden come and be right here. So Bowden and Ela and their kids, who are Nathaniel and Chloe, live here. So we have 2 Chloes. And so he must have liked that name, or she must have liked the name. That is the mechanic's name. And then let's come down to this house right over here. And let's have, which is really interesting because Marmaduke and Fry lived in a house like this in the beginning. And now they are moved back. Okay, Fry is here and Marmaduke is here. So let me look close the door for a second. Let me look at the bedrooms because they actually are a couple. So they will sleep together in this house. And let me look here. I could take the bed out, but I'm not going to worry about it. We'll see when they come here and go to sleep if I need to do that. And I don't usually need to do that with the Shire homes. The adults kind of find their way really easily. Dun 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 dun. Let me do this for a second. So I'm right here, and I have, wow, that worked. I have all the kids living with their parents. Now, one of the kids is grown, probably 3 have grown up, which is why the university door is open. And now that I have them assigned to housing, Rocco's here by himself. So there's plenty of room for Alessandro. Dun, da, da, da. So Alessandro is Lexi's kid, and that's interesting. So Lexi and Casey's first kid is grown already. Lexi and Casey and Lexi. So Steffi is still at home, but Alessandro is grown up. And Alessandro is the first one. And none of the other children are grown yet. So he's going to be the first child to come to university. And let's look at his stuff for a minute. Let's look at what he's leaning towards. He's got athletics and stamina. Buster Adventure! Hello! Hello! How are you? How are you? And so he's got some athletic stuff. And his mana is 7, so we'll see what happens. But right now I'm going to go and find me a bed. I'm going to go to one of the houses that isn't one of the guard towers that isn't in use right now, because Mr. Villager, I'm going to show you what we did this morning. And Buster, you're at a perfect time, so you can see some of the decisions that we made this morning. The town The town is Excess is doing something. That's usually what happens when he's always doing something. So he might be working on the new style. Although I think you might. Are you taking a break from doing anything for just a minute? Or are you getting things prepared to work on the new style? I asked him this question this morning, which is why I know that there is a new style, but it's going to be a year probably before it comes out. It's Cliff's was really ambitious, the fact that it came out so quickly. But you finally got Minecraft! Yay! Applause! Excellent! Excellent! That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. So I'm going up on this hill, so I'm going to show what the town decided. And this is why we were on Elephant Mountain before. And there she is. She's still there, the matriarch, who's watching the town. And we came up here to look at some things, and we discovered something really cool. It's just that you have nothing interesting to say. Aww. Okay. Silence is golden. Silence is golden. Let's come here. And let us look at Cliffs first. So we're going to look at Cliffs first. So we needed the university. Do I need to start here? Shoot, I'm going to go back here. So we have this section over here where the university is. Who wants to play Minecraft? We all do. This is Minecraft. Let's come here for a moment and let's look. Buster, have you ever played Minecraft before? I think he has. So this is the medical community right here. And we changed the university building here to be called Rosa Ouro Hospital Administration. So this building right here is actually the hospital admin and Micah and Gorman work here. And Micah must still be living at home because she's one of the kids. There's somebody sick in the hospital. So this is the hospital admin. This is the hospital. This is the hospital library. And this is the hospital health center, the physical therapy and mental health center right here. So all of this is medical. And then the children's school is right here. So we were thinking that we needed, and the reason that we said that was because the Littleton University is really, really tiny. And so I wanted to look at some other university pieces and see if we could add to the university. And so that is actually what we came out here to do. And we found some fascinating things. And we're going to start with Cliffs. We found the Cliffs one here. And so let's come here and let's go to Cliffs for a minute. Let's go to university. That we never actually looked at the Cliffs University. And so we wanted to look at it. So let's come back here, university, and now we've got it. So the level 1 of the university, it's pretty big. The level 1 of the university is this. We're going to raise it up into the air. And this is the level 1. And it's a straight piece, so we would need a straight piece of land to put it on. And then we were watching on the inside. This is the level 5 of the university, and look what we've got. We've got a telescope. We've got a telescope. It's a mini telescope of the one that was at underwater base. They have a smaller telescope, but it's perfect for the studies that are going to go on here. And this telescope area here, down these stairs, they have a lot of workshops, which I really love. I love the fact that they have this aquarium building, this aquarium room right here, and then the telescope is right above. So let me just do something for a minute. I apologize. My throat has decided that I have not had enough fat. I have not had enough oil for today. So I'm just for a second going to come here and it's interesting. I don't hear the music. Hold on for a minute. Okay. Let's come back. So we just loved the way this looked. Some of the other areas of study, I love, oh, this is perfect. There's actually an aquarium here, and there's lots of different study science going on in this building. And it's what I miss in the Littleton building. So we decided that we were going to build this. So where are we building it? That's the thing. So right now, we are building it underneath the balloon right here. We are putting in a university right here. So that means that the telescope looks out in this direction, and there is nothing out here. And so that helps with the telescope, because there's no light pollution was the word I was trying to think of earlier, Mixasa. There's no light pollution in this section right here. And it's perfect because this is the Badlands right here. So, so this is where the university is going to be. It is actually going to connect to the walkways that we have here. And that is going to be perfect. And now let's come over here, and we're going to come right here for a moment, because when we were looking at universities, we also looked, but the telescope is facing correctly the moon. The telescope where? You mean this way? When it's over here? Did you start the build, by the way? I did not yet. The build hasn't started. Both Ainsley and let me see if he's still working on something, because this is something for Hira to do. And I don't see, but I could have Ainsley do it. Keanu finished, and he needs to continue working on residences. And Lindsay finished the restaurant, and she's going to work on some residence stuff there. Yeah, thank you. So they're not actually looking for the moon, and if you in this location, the telescope is about right here. So they're facing this way, looking up this way. They can actually see the sun. They can see the moon cross over. They'll be able to see the moon at sunrise. But as far as the story goes, they are looking for the Trident constellation. And they're looking for it here. So that is a part of the trilogy of the underwater base, the cliff style, and the next one. Is that chocolate? The next one that's going to be the next style that Miksasa and Matlam plan are part of that trilogy. So, the actual so yeah, so that is, so they are putting it, and thank you, Miksasa, because that works with the story. They're actually putting the telescope where they think they will have the best view of locating the best chance of locating the Trident constellation, and that is what they're looking for. Okay, so that was one. But while we were doing that, in the beginning, I thought, well, maybe I should stick it in the ground. And so I looked at the Incan one. And so we're going to go to the Incan package for a minute, CAN, and look at the university that I looked at earlier, right here. And this is the Incan University. And you can see that it is wide. It's big. The library is down here. Let me go around to the other side here. So this is the entrance to the library, which is a separate piece, but you can see the library piece right there. And this is Incan, but this looks like it belongs in a desert oasis. It doesn't look like it belongs with the rest of our town. So I was thinking, no, even though and I'm not entirely sure about the studies here as well. They have different studies from what I was looking for. It's very much like Littleton, where they're much more academic and not hands-on enough for me. Yes, they do have a place where they have people practicing martial arts. They do have one of those places for guards and people like that, and that's fine. But we looked at Shire. And Shire University is also big and flat, with a big Jack of the Green on top. It's got a beautiful tree on top, which is going to look beautiful in the desert. Because it's close enough to the Badlands, it will look like it's been affected by the salt in the ground, and that's fine. This is the level 1. This is the level 5 of this university, and I love it too. This is the Jack of the Green. This is the tree. And we've got a downstairs area here, and we've got all sorts of spaces here where people are working. This looks like a place where a library can go, doesn't it? Oh, it's the school. Oh, we could have a second school. I didn't even realize that, Miksasa, when we were looking at it this morning. We could have a second school. That is fascinating. But one of the things I love about this is the study of plants, the study of farming. That is here. There is, this door goes out. I like that. And then we have academics in this area. We have a lot of studies of, there's another section. Oops, there it is. There's our Fletcher area. We've got lots of areas for books and things. What, level 5? Okay, and I thought that there was this whole hallway that showed all different, but I can't find it right now. Let me see where it was. Is it up here? Because I thought there was this whole really cool hallway that had all sorts of different types of studies, but maybe it's down. That is most interesting. Okay. I remember that I had this section right here, and this little lecture area here, and then this is going down. Okay, where the school is, on the same level as the school. This is the area that I was talking about, and this is the area that I want for them, where all of this is down here. I really liked that. And so that's this part right here. I was looking for it up higher. And then this is a school right here. And you're absolutely right, Mr. Villager. And so I loved this one also. So we decided to put this one in, let me go to sleep. Bonk. No. There we go. We decided to put this one, we decided to build this one too. So we're going to have 3 actual university buildings, which is the way I like my towns anyway, to be educational towns. And so we're going to have this area here. This is where that university is going to be built. So the tree is going to be right on top here. And it's going to probably look like these trees when it's done. These are dead because of the salt. But see, this one on the edge here is actually still alive. So that's how that tree is going to be. And it's going to go right here. So when I was looking at this, it's like, well, that's all fine and good, but now I've added all of these people. Where are they going to live? And so I had some idea. So remember, Mr. Villager, that we looked at Athens the other day, and you were saying that it looked like a tavern, but what it actually looks like is a dorm. And so we came back up here to the mountain, and we're going to switch, and we're going to look at ancient Athens, and we're going to look at housing. And I believe it's the rural residence right here. Let me see if it is. I might be wrong, but we'll see in just a minute. Nah, that doesn't look right. Let's look and see if it's the residence. It is the residence. So remember this residence, Mr. Villager? This residence grows up to look like this. Isn't this cool? So remember that, but look at this. There are no windows. There are no windows on this building. And you're behind me, aren't you? You're behind me in time. Because, yeah, there are no windows on this building. And this is the one that you mentioned. And so this is the one that absolutely looks like a boarding, like a dorm. So we have 2 bedrooms here that are private, but across the way we have people sharing a bedroom right here. And then the other bedroom, which would be like the, is here. And look at what it looks like. Look at this. Doesn't it look like it is a professor's room? Like the professor in charge of the dorm is also living here in the dorm and has a place there. I really, really like it. But the thing is, look at this. It actually fits. It actually fits right here. Everything indicates that it's supposed to be attached to other buildings. Look where it fits. It fits right in this spot right here. It fits right in this spot. Right between the new university building and between the botanical offices right here, which is really kind of perfect. So the botanical garden offices are here, and the botanical college is here, the college that's going to be about botanical, about growing things, about having these kinds of gardens, about sustainability, about farms, about organic farming, all of that. Dun, 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 dun. She's done. Okay, Mixasa, I'm going to have Ainsley get started on this. Was there some reason why you asked me if I had started yet? So let's X here. Ainsley just finished the library here. Now this is the Library of Antiquities up here. And this library is for the Mystic Site, which is right here. And so we have a research library that studies the Mystic Site. And it is, oh my goodness! Whoa! I did not have the level 3 yet. I hadn't seen it. Oh my gosh. Look at the inside. Wow. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. So remember that this is the church. And up here, this is the pulpit in this church. And it's beautiful. Good gracious. Aha. Oh, look, it's deeper. Whoa. I didn't know. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, this is amazing. Look at what happened. This is incredible. Oh my gosh. Talk about keeping a secret. Look at that. That's spectacular. That is wonderful. Oh my gosh. I love it. So remember, Mr. Villager, when Mixasa was saying that there were lights in the aquarium section, and we were like, okay, so I'll just wait and see what that turns into and stuff. Look at this. So let me see now. This is where this is still where the fish are being attended to. So the fish that are alive in this aquarium are actually getting fed from that doorway. There's a little opening there, and they're getting fed from the doorway there. And then everyone can come down. Oh my gosh. I'm just like blown away. It's spectacular. It is. Wow. It's kind of strange as the holes in the walls of the houses are so symmetrical in a scary way. Ancient Athens. Yeah, Mr. Villager is a little behind me in time. And so, yeah, I think. But, wow, that is, oh, I didn't, that's right. Remember, the library was like the restaurant, that it had this whole section underneath. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, I am going to have to change this. Let me get them. Puppies. Let me get a puppy. Let me get a lemon carnation, lime carnation. Carnation, it should be here. I'm not seeing it. Carnation, let's look for carnation instead. C-A-R-N-A. There it is, lime carnations. So in the open, we do not have open flowers. They either have to be in a botanical garden, or they have to be grown inside somewhere. So we're going to put these in. These are the poppies, and we'll put them in right there. But oh my goodness, it's beautiful. These bushes, Evangeline has done the work, and because she's the horticulturalist, and those bushes, this azalea does not spread. So it has to be specifically planted or it won't grow. So it's the reason why it can be green in the desert, and it is that we're using various types of this, but this is azalea. That's the reason azalea is used here, is because, as Mixessa and Matlam said, it doesn't change with the environment, and that's what they wanted. So there would be green and not what happens in the desert, where you see right here, this is actually one of the real trees in this area is right here. I'm gonna have to let this one go, the one that's on the back. I probably am back too far. Maybe I'll let the mountain come out a little bit on that side. I think I would rather do that. Let the mountain come out. I'll take away a little bit of the mountain there. Let me go. Let's go back. So yes, so that is what we are going to do. We are actually going to be a school. We're actually going to be a destination where people come and study as well. And I know that I can expand the area and things like that. And maybe I will at some particular point. I'm not interested in making it too big right now, expanding it too far. That's only going to be 5 people living here. I need to have 10 people live in this area. So I think I'm going to have another house someplace else. And we'll see what we want to do with that, where we want to put the other house. So let me come over. We are probably about 2 or 3 minutes away from going to Prasino. But wow, that was amazing. That actually was amazing. And that just makes me very happy. So it sounds like Buster is ready to get a pack, and I think that he probably, let's hope that he knows that he can go to Forge and he can get the Minecolonies, or he can go to Minecolonies online and get Minecolonies pack if he wants to play Minecolonies as a part of his Minecraft. They have packs. My pack is slightly different from theirs. I have more furniture. They have more weaponry than I do. But that's one of the things. Let's come here. Lindsay was working on this. This is a level 4. Oh no. So this is a level 4 right here. And we will, that looks like something Sam would have done. This is where they are cooking. Wow, that's pretty intense right there. That definitely is. This is a big kitchen for Isabella and Nakiasha. They have this kitchen here, And then they have this restaurant. I'm sorry, Naki. Yeah, sorry about that. And so these are the tables on the first floor. Let me think about that light down there. I can't do anything until this is level 5 anyway. But let's see what we have here. We have a room. No, this, oh, look at this. Look at that. Oh, this is gorgeous. So look at the view that they have. They have the bank, but then they have the cliffs right here. Wow. This is wonderful. You didn't know that laser makes tourism to Rosa Ouro. Do they? Oh, that is interesting. There's a travel agency. Oh, that's cute. That's definitely cute. Let me see. This says employees only. What's here? Oh, look at this. There is a place where they have some storage. This is level 4. And I think I'm going to have just the level 4 for right now. We do now have a covering over top of the seating here. And I will eventually do the level 5 so that I can trade out the kitchen for some modern kitchen pieces that I have. I can't wait to do that. But right now, we're not going to worry about that. Do you see that person right there? That's one of our kids. That is one of our children. Where's she going? Whose kid is she? She is Jet and Della's kid. And she is coming up here. Where's she going? Oh my gosh! And there it is again. Oh, this just makes me so happy. This is one of the children, and they're actually sitting in one of the garden areas that Matlam and Mixasa added to the cliff style. And she is sitting right there. I love it. Looking out. And look, she's sitting on the bench that we traded out. See, she's sitting on the bench, and they have vanilla furniture here. But this bench still worked in that, which is an attestament to McCaw's Furniture and Mr. Crayfish do a really good job of making that. They serve lava glasses. Oh, that's what was under. That's what Mr. Villager was talking about. So they serve lava to blazes, is what Mr. Villager is saying, that blazes come into Rosa Ouro. Well, it is blazing hot. So they probably do, but we're probably going to change that because they're not going to get that many blazes here. By treaty, they are not allowed to travel in this area. And so we're going to change it so that they serve food for the people who actually are in this area. But that is a curious thing and a nice story, Mr. Villager. You know, I really love your stories as well. And that is really cool. That's really cool. So let's get Jazz to go to the university. Now, Jazz actually lives with her parents in a house right here, right down here. She's living with her parents still. We could have her start at the university up here, but we don't have a teacher here. So we would need to have somebody come and be a teacher. Now, Volmer and Julie. Volmer is being a banker right now. He's running the bank. We could have someone else run it. Julie is right downstairs here, right below. She is the carpenter. And Volmer and Julie are a couple. We could have them live in this area. They're already living here for their kid. We could have him be here. Let me see who is skilled enough out of all the people. We had Bowden move back into the area. We could have Bowden run the bank. And why is Volmer not showing here? Let's go yes. And let's look at, he should be showing as a part of, he should be showing as a part of that, as a part of the, well, this is strange. I must have him doing something else different. What do I have him doing? Oh, that's right, right. That's right. Volmer is assistant chef for Lexi, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that Volmer came in and took the assistant chef position. And let me see why for, oh, wait, we're still here. We're technically not supposed to be, but hold on for a minute. Let me look at something right here. Hold on for a minute. Let me look at something right here. Okay, let's come here for a second. What am I looking for? Yes. Let me come over to Rosa Ouro for a minute and look and see. That is interesting. So Volmer is Daisy and Santana's kid, and he took over being a chef. Why did I think he was going to be in the, I don't know that I like him as a chef. Let's look at his skills for a minute and see something. Let me come back all the way up and let's find him for a second. Yeah, he's probably doing that thing where he was just working there while he was in school. We could say that. Lots of people do that. And that ultimately he's going to do an art school, which was one of the things that we might look at the next time. But let's come here for a minute. I'm not going to find him. Grrr. Let's look for chef, assistant. Let's look for that. There's an alchemist. There's an assistant cook. Let me look at his mana is 7. His knowledge, that's why we did it. We did it because he actually was not showing any indication of that he wanted to do anything like what we're looking at here. He's very intelligent, and his creativity is okay, and that's probably why he got it. I don't know, because of his intelligence, I think I'm going to put him here. I just don't know why I don't like him in that position. I don't know what that's about, but we're going to have Volmer be here, and Volmer's first student is going to be Jaslyn because she's in this area, so she's going to be here. And that leaves Rocco at the other university. He is the professor there. Volmer is going to be professor here. And Lexi's going to have someone else help her in her fast food restaurant. And on that note, I'm going to go to the other town. And let me do something here for a minute. I just realized this is pretty high up there, isn't it? So let me bring it down just a little tiny bit. I'll adjust it while this is giving us Prasino. We're going to go to Prasino right now. And let's go here. So here we are. And we'll do this. And we're going here. Welcome. Welcome back. And let's go back to the game. And we are in the tavern, in the suite that I have at the tavern. Nether Ambassador is actually working really well. You even have multi-dimensional tourism. It did look like that. It definitely did. It did indeed. It did indeed. That is a cool story. And let's come here for a second. We are now in the green. We are now at Prasino. So Prasino has sort of the same kind of thing where we have the university, we have library up here. There isn't going to be room for the university in this area here, at least not that I think. We have housing here, and even if there was, I'm not sure that we have enough housing room. I've got places all in here. This is the back of the restaurant right here. This is the back of the hospital right in this area here, and it's not big enough for any of the kinds of things like that. This is only, is she working on this? I don't think so. I don't see any. This is the level 2. I don't know, for some reason I thought this was the level 3, but it isn't. It's actually the level 2, and that's why I was so surprised. Wow. By that. Now we have children already attending here. Earlier today we reassigned a bunch of kids. Violetta came back here since Gundolphus is a guardian here. Violetta is here. We have Violetta living in the wrong place, and I'm going to fix that. I forgot about the fact that Gundolphus is actually a guardian in the Covenstead, which means that there's room for him to actually have a house there for his family. So Violetta and her child, Imani, came, her child with Gundolphus, came to live here. Remember, Imani was the one who we followed to Tucker and Vega's house. And so we figured out that she is Gundolphus's kid. And here we go. And let's come here. So Violetta, we put Violetta and Imani in, I believe, this house, and there we go. You can see Imani. Imani, I don't even know how you got there. I really don't. But I'm going to call her to here. She's probably going to teleport herself, and she might be working on teleportation, but I don't like it. So I'm going to call all of them to there, and they're all going to spread out and be there again, or they're having a little meeting, but she's not on the roof. Valerie is working on this right here, and then she's going to work on her balloon and bring it up to a level 5 before anyone goes any farther. Emery had Ainsley work on her balloon and made it a level 5, and so she is now able to work on some things down here, and I believe that she is working on the sawmill, and I can just go check really easily, but I think that she is going to bring the sawmill up because it's only a level 1 and the alchemist is only a level 1, so she needs to bring these 2 buildings up to a level 3. Would be good if we had some contact with our distant cousins. Yeah, for sure. For sure it would. For sure it would. So earlier today on Twitch, we did put I think we put this road in. I don't remember what I did, but I think I put that road piece here on here. And we moved all the students around. But what I want to do is to decide, do I recognize who they are? You can elaborate. You can explain a little bit more. And we'll look here. And let's see what we have. Susanna, who is the enchanter, and Violetta, who is the librarian, are here. And I am not going to have any place that I'm going to be comfortable with for putting an extra university piece on the mountain. We're just going to have the mystic site. We do have the spa right here, which is a part of this area right here. The mystic site is right here. The top of the mountain is right here. And I don't have anything that I think I want to. We're going to repair the mountain, this top part here, when the time comes. They love gold. Oh, I see. You had contact. Would be good if you had some contact with our distant cousins. Distant cousins, he's talking about pigs and humans being very similar in the way that they, definitely in the way that they digest food, very similar in that respect. And so yeah, and so we have piglins and we have zombie pigmen in the nether, and that is what Mr. Villager is talking about. Let's see if let's see what I want to do, because I could do, you thought that villagers' cousins were more than pillagers? Yeah, that would be interesting. So remember when we were going to put the library up here and they objected to that? Would they object to the university expanding and having a second Shire, having the Shire University be up these stairs near the town hall? Let me see. Yeah, villagers definitely. Pillagers look like villagers, don't they? They're the same. They're like villagers who have been disenfranchised, are hurt and angry, and want to do something else with their lives. And that's what pillagers act like. Let's come here and let's do Shire. Alive villagers see a piglin makes like none of the villagers who are alive sees a piglin make like ages. I'm not sure. I'm confused. I would have to look. I would have to see some piglins, and it's been a long time. As an ambassador to land people, I don't get a chance to see them that often. Let's try it. Let's try and see if we can do that. That's what I was going to do. I want to come up and see the university for the new Athens. But how now you know that a piglin's books? I'm having a misunderstanding. So my misunderstanding is that Mr. Villager, test. Hello. Mr. Villager speaks and writes way better in English than I do in Portuguese. So I understand Mixasa writes way better in English than I do in French. So I try and figure out what they're saying, because that helps me also understand their language setup too. You know what a piglin is. Now you know what a piglin is. Hi, Test. Hello, welcome. And let's come here. I want to look at the Athens pieces for a minute, at the education. I want to look at the university. Let's do that again. Let's touch the ground. Let's go to Athens University. It is not showing me. So let's X out. Let's touch the ground again and go to Athens. There we go. University. Let me see how huge this is and what it looks like. We're going to rise it up so that it's not in conflict with places we already have on the ground. Let's rise it up. So it starts out looking like this. This is actually quite lovely. Ooh, very pretty. And it becomes, whoa. And it becomes this. So it becomes a classic. Oh, nicely done, Minecolonies team. It does look like the classics, and that's what they were trying to do, and it's really nice. This is the new style, ancient Athens style, and it's really quite beautiful. So this is theirs. I love this because of their view of education, and I think that is really pretty. It doesn't work for us. I would have to have an entirely different vision for the town, and I don't have this vision, so we can't use this. I'm going to look for a minute and just look at some others, but I think that I'm leaning towards Byzantine is going to be the same when it comes to universities, and there is theirs. They're starting out really big right from the beginning, and then it turns into, oh my goodness. So this will be fun to have these universities at some point. And I just like the idea that one day we may do something as complicated as that. It is pretty complicated. And it would be interesting to make all of that work together. And I like the idea if we had some place that I really wanted to do something in, and with this style, but I haven't found any place yet that I want to do that with. And you think this is a decoration called basement. And let me look here for a second in here. And yeah, so this is the Byzantine one. And it's really quite beautiful too. All the universities are amazing and just have wonderful, oh, I love this. Oh, look at this. So this is the lecture hall. This is where the lecturer is. That's interesting with that piece right there, but it's okay. And then this is where everyone talks and discusses things. I actually like that. I like that a lot. And then upstairs, there are other areas for study, for studying things, and they are all in here. See this right here? That's a school, but I don't think that it is. I think they're just using that as a desk here. I like it. I like that. I like it in the same way that I'm using the plantation pieces in order to put some tools in the field. It's something like that, but there might be a place for a school. Oh, look at this. Oh, how pretty. Do you know what this is? This is, what's the name for it? There's a special name when it's a 3D version of a sky. It's meant to be the sky. That's the sun in the middle, and these are all the different planets and the moons around it. And that is, wow, that is really nice. So what is that called? I know it has a special name. An orrery. And I think it's Vincentius Primus is sleeping, but he is talking in his sleep and saying it's an orrery. O-R-R-Y, I think it is, which is a 3D piece that they use, and they can be in planetariums. Planetariums usually have a 3D model of the solar system, and that is what that's supposed to be. But a 3D model of a solar system has a name, and Vincentius Primus is saying in his sleep that it is an orrery. And I remember that from, hold on. I remember in I'm not going to remember the name of the movie. It's a Muppet movie, but it was made by Muppets. It is a Muppet movie, but it doesn't have Muppets in it. It has the technology that they use for Muppets, and it's called, my mind is failing. Dark Crystal? Thank you. Poor husband. Dark Crystal has one of those. Has one in the story. that the magical matriarch, she has one in her house, and that is what they have there. That is quite fascinating. I did not know that. I would love to mix those two. Yes, there we go. There we go. Mixessa found it too, in orrery. And so that's what Vincentius Primus was saying. Perfect, yes. And so that would be really cool, but we don't have a place. That's just not going to fit into our little village. We would really need a city specifically for those studies, but it would be interesting to do that, to have a city that studies the arts and studies things like that. And that's what Rosa Ouro is kind of turning into. So we were talking about maybe we would put a university piece right here, and we were asking if it would be okay with the, okay, hold on for a second. I'm stressing a little tiny bit. I'm pushing beyond my voice a little bit. So let me pull back. Let me X here. And let me come back and let me get Shire. And yeah, it sometimes works that way, that I'm going to have the same one. The question is, do I want to? And that's the thing that I want to look at and see. I don't think there's any other that is going to work in the way that I would like it to fit in. The Las Mesa City is going to look like it's, why not attach both? Exactly. That would be really cool, but not here. That isn't going to look like anything here. I don't like it for this area. And the only other one that I might like for this area is huge and couldn't go on that. If it went on the hill right there, it would be sitting right in this spot right here, just off of this. And that would be Thaler's other, the pagoda. We have some pagoda buildings here already. And the university, there it is. The university piece is really pretty, and I don't think I've ever made it. I think even when I had the pagoda style, I did a mixture of universities. At that particular time, I was mixing pagoda and fortress style. Fortress and pagoda were brand new at the time, and we mixed the two of them together. Let's look at this and let's see. It would look like it come right up from there, or it would have to come right up from here. because where the way it's facing, I'm trying to get the entrance. See that entrance right there? That's the entrance to the entire university right there. So they can't actually enter from here, I don't think. Let me see, because it's actually on the wrong side. Unless we turned it this way. So this is an interesting thing. Should we turn it this way and is there enough space here that they're not on? Let me move it over. They can't be on the grove. We'll probably lose that tree, but let's put it here like this. How close are we? This is pretty close. But that gives enough room to put a road right here. We can have the road go around that piece and go up into the hill right here and come along right here. That is perfect. So because that is enough room for the road, we can actually bring this over just a little tiny bit more. And then the question would be, are we going to take off the top half of this mountain, or are we going to have this be up high? I think we are going to wrap it around. Let's put it down. So it's going to be deeper. And let me see if I want to do that. Let's raise it up for a minute and see if I want to do that. So we're talking about putting this in. And this is the reason why. Let's go to the 2, 3. This is the level 3 right here. So it would fit in here. See, we already have some Pagoda buildings. It has that same kind of structure as the other buildings that we have here. Let's do the 4 and let's do the 5. So it's going to be this color right here where this is, and it's going to open right here from the university right here. The hospital is right here. One of the libraries is right here. This is a library right here. And so all of these buildings and the town hall, so they're all in this area. And then we have the guard tower here, and then the rock, Guardian's Rock, is over here. Let me see what it looks like from Guardian's Rock, and let's see if we will get permission to put a university here. If we make it so that the walls of the university are here, I think I'm going to have it be on the hill, be up high enough so that we can see that these are actually the walls of the university right here, coming all the way around, and then we'll just have to fill in the ground in the other area. What does it look like from the air? Let me see what it looks like from the Enchanter Tower right here. So they would look out and they would see that. That is curious. I'm tempted to build it, but to change the coloring. I know. So they're going to build it like this. And then I think I'm going to change the tile that's on the roof and either make it one of these. I was thinking of changing the tile on this roof also. But we'll change the tiles and make them more traditional. So we can make them a dark tile, and we could even use this tile right here, like on the university. put it on there. Let's, even though this is Asian with the red, I think that we could make it about the groves and have it be a different color. Have it be closer to the blues of the grove. And that might look really interesting. Yeah, see this tile here? This lighter tile? We could either mix the lighter tile and the darker tile on these roofs. And I like the idea of that. So it is primarily an outside. Now, it does rain here, but it rains in Japan. It rains in the Asian countries where this is, and they have this where all the places where people are working are covered, but they definitely have this open area here and different types of trees. These trees, we can use Raycom's Ray's idea, and do something interesting with those trees. I see that tree is going to be lost, but we can do something about that. I really like the idea of putting this here. So if we do, yep, he just disappeared. Didn't it seem like he was there a long time before he did that? It did. So we would move the stairs over to here. This would come up to here, and this would come up in this area and be right here. And they would overlook the town. There are places here. I actually like the idea of this. This is going to take some doing, because what's going to happen, of course, is I'm going to have to construct it first, assign a builder, before I can change the things. And the build, oh, you can't see, I made everything go away. Let's sleep in the clover. Let's sleep in the clover for a change. I would like to do that. So let's move that, let's do that. And let's go to sleep. Wow, look at that. So they would actually have this area right here that is just off of the grove. And I just actually kind of like that. I was thinking that I could put it in the ground and have there be a tree there, but I'd be making the same one in both places. And I think I would like to do this. I think I'd like to have this one here. I think I would. So let's see what she's doing. Let's see what Elise, I believe this is Elise here. I don't think Elise is working on anything. She finished working on Emery's level 5 builders shop, not the balloon, the shop. And this looks like something she would love to do. It definitely does. So let's do the build options, and let's have Elise start building this building. And yes, I'm going to mix the light tile from here with the dark mossy tile from from Thaler's other buildings, this tile here. And we'll have that tile for the top of the building, the Pagoda building. And then for the sides, I'll have to decide if I want to do, if I'm going to do, it was a nest and I got it. See, it's right there. I have the nests. I even got the tree sapling that was there. So I got all of that. But I took it away before they got home. So they're going to have to find the apiary over here, and they will come here and live. And I didn't see, I try to wait until they're inside before I take away the nest, but I missed doing that one. Okay, and we've got 2 trees in here. And I'm wondering if I should concern myself. If I wanted to, I don't know how far she's going to take away. Oh yeah, she's definitely taking the whole tree away. Okay, I'll think about the trees afterwards. About putting the trees back in here. These are fruit trees actually. And we'll see if we can put them back in later. There are places in the university for trees. And Mr. Villager, you might remind me later about that, and we can put the trees back in. And that'll be cool. And so on this side, if we can see the under part, then we'll do a different thing with it. We'll put some land around. But right here, right now, I put in these stairs. I believe these stairs belong to, because these are still here. So let me see whose stairs these are. These are colonial stairs that I've got right here. These are both colonial stairs going up here. Let's find some more colonial stairs. Let's touch down here. Let's switch. Let's go to colonial. COLONIAL. Let's look at roads, and there they are. Steep, short. Steep, long. Interesting. Let's X and let's come back and let's try that again. Infrastructure, streets, stairs. So there's one type of stair right there we're looking at. Right there, stair 1, and the level 3 turns into that. Okay, let's come over here to infrastructure, streets. That's stair 1, stair. We just have all different types of the way that stair is. Let's look at street again. Here's a straight. Those all seem to be the same size, don't they? They do. And they are tall. Let's come to roads. And we have short stairs. That's these stairs right here. Let's look at roads and let's look at long stairs. Let me find these stairs for a minute. Oh, this might be what we want. Hold on. Did I click stairs? I did not. Hold on a sec. I thought I clicked stairs, but I clicked long straight. This is stairs short. Steep stairs long looks like that. Does that mean wide? And let's come back for a minute and look at roads. Question. Yes, architectural style do I like the most from any age? I don't have I can't answer that. I don't have one that I like the best. I don't have one that I like the best. I love mixing them all together. And so I don't have one. Gradual stairs. Oh, this is good. The gradual stairs is what we actually want. and we can put them here. Let me look at this section right here. See this part that I'm looking at? See this part coming up right to here? Let's move it back in right here. And let's see if we can bring it back down to the ground right at this point. Right here. So let's bring it down in here. A question, and it's just hard. Do you have a favorite of all time? It's like, yeah, it makes it hard for me. It depends on where I am and what I'm building. Where I am, what the landscape looks like, all that kind of stuff. I'm really trying to, most of the time, stay with certain style, certain feels. And so I have a tendency not to have a particular style that is my favorite. I get excited about styles. And let's do this. Let's construct it. And there it is right there. And let me see. It's not coming up as high as I thought it was. Let's X. And it's in the ground right here, which is where we wanted it to be here like this. Carrots? What was carrots? Why were there carrots there? Isn't that odd? But I think we would need this to be a little closer. Let's try that again. Mixasa is saying that he rarely mixes styles and never, but he likes a lot of styles. But once he finishes current style, he has some idea from a modern one or a medieval one. And yeah, and that's what happens. Did you see those carrots? Did I have a carrot plant there or something? That's interesting. Let's come here. I might have made a mistake. I like the way this looks, but I think I needed to put this at the top first. Put this here. So let's go back to Colonial and let's do this. Let's go to Roads, and this is the gradual. Is that a gradual short? I think this might be a gradual short. Right here. That's gradual short. Is that enough to get us to there? It might be. The music's about to change. About to change into my favorite part. Yeah, it is. Let me see. I don't think this is coming up. Oh yeah, it is. It's coming up right to there. See right there? So we would be putting in a second piece right here. Let me see what it looks like. It's fitting right into this spot right here. And it's continuing up one. Let's try that again. Let's construct it. That is so weird that I'm getting carrots. And let's do this. Let's X. And let's look. So this is coming right to the doorway for this area. And I think I'm not going to have it change the ground around it like this. We're going to do something different with the ground in this part. Let me touch the ground here and see if I can get this to go on. Streets. Let's just do a tiny piece, a short piece. I just want to actually get this to go on for a second. I don't think I'll be able to unless I turn it this way and move it over a little bit into there. And maybe that will make it come on. Nope, it didn't make it come on. Come on. You gotta come on. Oh, I know how. I'm sorry. I forgot. Thank you, Mixasa. This is what I need. Let's put these on and let's X this for a second. Right here. X this part. Just for a minute. So I don't have them on. I do have them on. She is building, but it is not showing it to me because it's nighttime. Let's go to sleep. Ooh. There's no place really here. I could go out to the ocean. Let's go out to the ocean and go to sleep. See this beautiful sandbars right here? Let's go to sleep on here, right here. This is sand, and here we are. So we'll wake up and we'll come over and we'll see that. Yes, an orrery. An orrery. There's actually an orrery in that Byzantine university. I think that is so cool. That is so cool. So here we are. Now it is coming on. And now we can see the entrance. And we are right where we need to be for this. We can have a step up here at this part. We'll just have, because this ground is going to come up in this area, we'll just have it step up from there. But I like the way these look. And the only thing that we would do is maybe take that out, take out the block, but we'll see. Let's put this down for a minute. Let's get this. Let's get rid of these pieces right here for just a second so that we can take, oops, I'm not using it. I wasn't using the right thing. Ooh, there's something we'll have to fix. Let's take this and have this be a walk over directly from this area right here to this one right here. Let's get some stone. Let's just do stone for a minute. And we'll bring it right to here. Put that in underneath. And do we have any other place? We do not. And so from here, where it goes up right here, we're basically going to have it go up to this. So this is this part right here. It needs to come up in this area. I'm just marking this for a second. Let's have it just do this. Have it come to here. We're going to spare that. And judging from this, a half a block would be a half a block up. And do I have any slab? I have a ton. So right here where we have these pieces, we're going to put in slab right in these parts here where this is going to be the road in to the school right here, right on this part right here. And that works. And then, whoops, see that? Do I have any long block? There's a cobblestone there. Let's make this, this, and this cobblestone right there and underneath there. Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I just want to make sure That's nothing's happening with her because I hit them. They shouldn't attack. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that they weren't going to attack her. And it doesn't look like they are. So she is getting all of the pieces out. And he's going to go away. I did not mean to hit him. And we'll come here. And we have that. And I think in these areas I might want to put in the other kind. It's a shame that we can't have a half of the dirt path. We don't have a half a dirt path yet. But in these areas right here, I'm just going to put this on the ground here, and that is above that. And we'll do the same here. Oops. We'll put that above. So on this part right here, I'm going to put that in. Let's have this come back and put this piece right here, and let's put cobble in right here. There we are. And there it is. Leave him in peace. He's just wanting to sell her some exotic. I did not. Oh, whoa. Did you see where he just came from? Hold on. Is everybody okay in town? Whoa. He came out of the woods right here. Remember when we had one of our kids sleeping in there? Oh my gosh. Okay, wait a second. Am I going to have a guardian? Let me get something right now. This is the closest that one of these has ever been here. Let's move this out of the way. Whoa! Let me get from here. Let's hurry. Let's get one of these and let's find it. There it is. Right here. Yes, it is a brown bear. And we're going to take it right up this hill, right up to here. I'm going to have to take those two away. Take it right this way. And take it back over to where it belongs. So, we're going to bring it down. In this area right here. Lots of berries, lots of fruit, lots of food. And I think there's a cave. Now, I don't want them in the cave in the grove. Is that the wolf? Yeah. Look at them coming back. They haven't been in for a long time. I'm going to have to bring the wolf out too. But we're going to bring the bear over to this area, this valley right here, rather than them being in our valley. So I'm bringing them down right here. There, he's following. She is. And she can make a cave in this area here. There's forest there. I can't go up in the air or she'll be dangling. But she should be okay in this part of the forest. And there is some mountain area in there where she can cave. Let's go get the wolf. Now the wolf might be okay. And the wolf might actually be a Patronus. The wolf might be a druid in disguise. So I might leave the wolf alone, and I can't find the wolf anyway. But unless the wolf is as close to town as that bear was, I think we will leave the wolf alone. And it's possible that that wolf is actually a druid in disguise. So, yeah, because I don't see it. Yeah, I did put that nest in here for the bear, actually. We did put a nest in the tree here for the bear. I've got a nest on me. Let me put a nest over here for the bear. I've got a couple nests on me. And see the bear's right in this spot right here? I could bring I could bring her up here. Why don't we do that? And I will put some nests in the oak trees in this area to keep her satisfied. So let's go to here. I've got 2 nests and we can attach them to trees in this area. Let's attach one of them here. And look at that, there they are. And let's attach the other one a little bit deeper in, a little bit farther over. Let's attach the other one there. And there's our second set. And so these aren't here anymore. We can make those go away. I had 2 on me, and there they are. So that's where the bear is going to be. Let's go up to here. There is another bear. Wouldn't that be funny if that bear came through town? Because there's a bear that belongs to the Druid that is on the other side of town. Do we still have our animals? We still have our animals. Do we still have our chickens? We still have our chickens. Remember when a wolf got in the chickens and was sleeping in the chicken coop? So there is a bear over here. Let me go to sleep and I'll show you the area that I'm talking about. That looked like Trudy going home. And let's come up here and let's go to sleep. Why would that be Trudy? It shouldn't be Trudy. Didn't Trudy and Posco get a kid this last time? I thought they did. Yeah, they got Magnolia. So she shouldn't be sleeping. Okay, I want to check something. Because did they move back? Did Magnolia, is Magnolia in school? It's possible that Magnolia is in school. And no, it was Charlie that we saw. Because they're in the other area. That's good. Okay. Yeah, it was so funny. We came down here one time and there were no chickens at all, and back sleeping in this corner was a fox. It was really wild. Over here where this Druid house is, right over here, remember long time ago we walked a bear over in this direction. And I haven't seen either of those 2 bears in ages. And I still don't see a bear here. Now the Druid might have walked the bear into this forest to keep them safe. And that would make sense. Doesn't this look like a forest that a Druid would be next to? Doesn't it look like a Druid should live in this forest? Look at this. Wow. But he lives right outside. There's his pig. He has some animals, and he's right here. There actually is someone who lives here in this house. They're not here right now, but there actually is someone there, and they probably are in the forest, like doing some work. See, there's their cow, and they have a pig, And yeah, I guess they're maybe picking fruit or something, or getting wood. But yeah, they do live there. Zilkin. A rooster. Yeah. That would be fun, wouldn't it, if there was a rooster? That would be. But there is not. And there's our chickens. We might have had a chicken escape, but I haven't seen any walking around. Oh, although Quentin might have given a chicken to Sincere and Angel, maybe, to fix. So that might be where one of the chickens went. Oh, and you didn't see this, Mr. Villager. We actually fixed this. I think we worked on this this morning. And this is where we put in these plantation fields to look like that they are where they're keeping their tools. So we put this in. No, this was yesterday. I remember you giving me the idea for doing mud bricks, because you were saying mixing gravel and mud together, packed mud together. And I was asking you to tell me what it was going to be, because just mixing them together wasn't working. I would have to have a recipe. And there is Kasem. This is Bega's son, and Bega and Tucker's son is helping take over the farm and is working one of the fields. I still haven't made up my mind about putting another field in, and I still don't have it. Packed mud and coarse dirt, that's right. But you would have to give me the recipe for that, because when I put packed mud and coarse dirt on the crafting table, it doesn't make anything. It doesn't make anything. So that's why. But we did get the mud. We did get the mud bricks, and that would be good. Let me see something for a second. And let's look here. Let's look here, and let's look at packed mud. CKD. So there's packed mud right there, and I'm not seeing. You remember you meant to put the coarse dirt in the ground to make a good mix. Oh. Oh, you wanted to mix them together in the ground. Okay. I get it. Yes. But we decided to do the two types of mud and the hay, since there is actual hay in this field. We wanted to put some hay on the ground in here. We could take these pieces right here and put them down, and this coarse dirt piece here, and maybe have it right with this gravel piece here, and maybe have it right here. Now I understand what you were saying. And yes, yeah, I thought you were saying to mix them together and to make something special. That's how I understood you. But it's okay. It's good, because yeah, that works. So we have that little outbuilding from the farm. This farm is level 3, and it's not going to get any bigger because I don't like the bigger one. And when I say I don't like in this location. It is a really important thing. I've made this farm in other towns, but the bigger location. But I want it to be this open concept farm here. And we now have a level 5 farmer right here. And so we're fine as far as having someone who can do those things together. And I think I'm doing it again, aren't I? Let me see for a minute. This sounds pretty high. And I'm just going to bring it back just a little tiny bit behind my voice. So we're not competing for the same space. And that is Dronehead's music that we're listening to, which is very fun. And okay, so there we are. We are putting in, let me put this in here. Did that go in? Did that go in? Yes, it did. Okay. We are putting in a university piece up here, and we will be able to have the next group of kids be here. We have dorms that are here. We have housing that's here, and here. So we have plenty of housing for the size university. It will get some of the kids out of the library, and that will be fun. And yeah, we'll just have them studying. If you would create a style for the first time, what would I create? If I would create a style for the first time, based on all the styles that exist right now, I know that Mixasa said that someone might be working on that style, but I would absolutely create a style that's meant to be in a swamp, that's meant to be above swamp water. So it could be in a jungle swamp, it could be in a swamp, it could be in a mangrove swamp. But I think if I was going to create a style from scratch, I think that that's the style that I would create, because there isn't one yet. There's possibly one being worked on. Mixasa was thinking that there might be one being worked on, and that would be really cool. But yeah, that's definitely what I would be thinking about. The style that I wanted, Matlam and Mixasa made. That is the style that I had wanted from the very beginning. From the very beginning was an underwater style, and I don't think I have one. I was trying to think if I have any in online. So the other Monster to Mermaid, John is working on it. Yay, a stilt style. So you know how you know how on the islands like in the Pacific Islands, they have stilt housing and a stilt style there, and that would be fun as well. You would like more improvements for the existing ones, like ultra medieval or ultra colonial or ultra hobbit, but for create probably would be a brutalist style. Interesting, a brutalist style. Brutalist is concrete. That would be pretty curious, and it would probably go really well with urban birch, because urban birch has a lot of those has that same kind of squareness to it. So I think that would be cool. Mixasa says that he has an idea for a Western style too, but someone is already working on it and you don't have enough time. Western, ooh, nice. Okay. What can appear? Let me see. Yeah. A brutalist would be really interesting. Mr. Villager. It definitely would. It definitely would. Perfect for the ones that like modern style, but also want it to be easy. Stone andesite, cobblestone, easy peasy. And yeah, so the real art would be making it look interesting. And that would be very curious and not making it just boxy. The way, even though Brutalist is boxy, it has an aesthetic to it. It has a beauty to it. And that would really be cool. And I thought that Brutalist was more concrete than, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've been in school and studied such. So, yeah, that would be interesting. But yeah, here we go. She is working on it. And it is getting the beginning parts right now. There is a lot of trees. But we have, oh, there it is. This was the thing that I wanted to see. So this is the part that we're going to cover. We're not going to show the concrete bottom on this. So this concrete bottom on this side is going to go away. Why am I doing this the hard way? Let's see if I can do it this way. And let's see if I can go back fast enough. I can, yay, okay. And just bring it right to here. Let's see what's going on. Oops. Oopsies. So we're going to have to fill in that underneath. And we could do that, just come in and just go ahead and fill this in. Fill in these areas in here. And then bring this out, close that part up, go into another section and fill it in. Let's go in here and fill in this part. Up, that piece back. I'm not getting it. Crimson would be like Crimson Keep. Crimson Keep? Crimson Keep is a really strange style. It is. I don't know. I guess that could be called sort of a brutalist. It's very fascinating to me. Should I put a light up or should I have a light in my hand? Let me put a light in my hand for a minute so that you can see what I'm doing under here for a second. Wasn't it fun when we had Zaf here yesterday? That was really good. That was fun. And let's come here. Let's go over to here. And I'm just filling it in. I realized that I don't actually have to. I could just close off the outside. But I'm apparently just taking a minute or two and thinking about stuff while I'm doing this. Can't do anything with that being there. Those clovers are pretty strong. Can I reach? Can I reach? I can't reach that far. But I can reach this. And we'll put this in. Close this up. Close this part up here where I walked back. And close all of that part up. So let's come here. Let's be as far as I can reach in that direction. In this direction. And in this direction, just for the fun of it. So I often talk about terraforming, or at least exterior landscaping as being the mining that I do, because I don't really mine. My people are ancient and have so much wealth, so much things, that I don't really have to do that. Whoop! What got me? I love those flowers, but we'll probably have to make them go away from here for a second while I'm putting in this part right here, because it is on the line that I want to put in. So let's put this in. I think I can reach that. Yay, I almost could. That last piece there. I know. There we go. And then we'll just come along here and fill in this part. But that's a very interesting thing. Yeah, it's just interesting, the different styles. And one thing that would make the things really easier would be to use the same way that Mixasa did underwater, calculate the things by 5, so no dead ends or mistakes. But instead of 5, why not 7? Interesting. That would be something to think about. Those are definitely things to consider. Absolutely. In creating something like that. Definitely would be. This is the part that actually needs a piece. And if we put a piece here, it means that we would have to have a piece in this part right here. So let's go ahead and bring this section right here out, because I need to have more right in this part right here, because I don't want this to show. So if I don't want this to show, I have to have this come this way. And yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Oh wait, I'm still holding the light, aren't I? Hold on, let's make the light go away. And to be fair, this 5 was totally arbitrary. I think that's why Mr. Villager is saying what he's saying. That he would choose something different. That's just interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting to think about. Hold on. It is curious. Okay. And up here this way and to here. Oh, bonk. And there. And there's another bonk. And this one, and that's it. So why am I doing that? Because I don't want the concrete to show, which means that this part right here is actually going to be here like this. And we're not going to be able to have this because this whole part is going to have to come out here. I've got one, good. Let's take these away for a second. And let's bring this up right here. And that's changing, good. I want to have one more set here. I probably do need to have a set come right here, like this. This isn't good. Have that be there. It's not changing fast enough for me. Okay, and then have this part be here. And let's go ahead and have it be green. Let's have all of this be green to match the other side here. I'm going to replace this with green in this area. Right on this side and the side here. I saw it. We're just going to leave it in the ground this time. I saw it. It's actually coal, but we have enough, and we're mining it from certain areas, so we don't have to take every single piece. And that's the way I would prefer. It is nighttime, and I am doing this at night, aren't I? I am. Ooh, I think I added a piece to the grove. And so now this looks like this. Okay, we have some on this side. I'll look at it. I'll look at it the next time and see what I want to do. Let me take one last look. Measure, thanks to remind you. Yeah. Measure for sure. And let's come up here. Actually, let's sleep. I am actually at the 3-hour mark for the stream, but I'm going to come up here for a moment. And let's turn off the light in the room. Let's go to sleep for a minute. And let's wake up and we're going to look. We might actually...
I'll take care.
You will? That was sincere. But he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to Angel upstairs. Sometimes I can hear them. See? Sincere going, and he was saying he was going to do something right away while Angel was working on some other stuff. And there they go. They're going down. And we've got couriers running around. And our kids are all grown and all at university. We did that earlier. And so, yeah, this is the new place right here. By the way, what's the difference between seeking and looking for? Seeking and looking for. There's not, I don't think there's that much of a difference. Vincentius would be the one probably to answer that question. I don't think there's much of a difference between seeking and looking for. Seeking sounds to me more concerted, like making a concerted effort to find something, as opposed to looking for something. I'm looking for my keys. You know, is just I'm looking around. I have an idea where they are. I'm seeking my keys. Would be very strange to say. And it would mean that your keys have wandered off somewhere or something. Something like that. I'm not good at that kind of stuff, but that's what I would say. Mixasa might say something different. But before you get started on this subject, I actually do have to go. And this is my Saturday. This is the day. I will be back on Tuesday and then next week. So yes, we can continue that conversation then. That would be very interesting to see what Vincentius might say about what you just asked. I'm going to look at the link, Mr. Villager. Obrigado. Thank you for being in chat as always. It's very fun. And Mixasa, say hi to Matlum for me. And have a good evening. Bon soirée. It's a good Saturday night. And yeah, this is going to be fun. So enjoy your games, everyone, and enjoy watching all the other gamers. Thank you to everyone who watches, especially to people who are watching after the stream, who are just watching the videos. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I will tell him, Mr. Villager, and I'm sure he would return the love. And And yeah, it's very fun to have people watching. It is. It's fun to have people watching. And here we go. We've been listening to Drone Hands music, and Drone Hands is on YouTube and on Twitch and on bandcamp.com. And we are going to listen to Vincentius Primus right now as the closing music. And here we go. Bye for now. I'll see you soon. Music, music, I hear music.